Hello, and thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Sabrina, and I make pottery. And currently, we are in my home pottery studio, which I am going to be showing you today. It's actually just in a spare bedroom in my house, which is great because I can do pottery pretty much whenever I want to. I don't have to drive all the way across town and worry about studio hours. If it's 3 in the morning and I don't want to wear pants, then I can still go into the studio and do whatever I want, which is what life is all about, is being able to do everything with no pants on at 3 in the morning, right? So when I first learned to do pottery, I was at school. I was taking classes at the local community college, and I did that for 1.5 years, and then I graduated, and obviously that means you're no longer a student, which means you can no longer use the studio. But me being the kind of person I am, I wasn't gonna give up that easily, and so I wanted to find some way to be able to do it from the comfort of my own home. And so I ended up getting a pottery wheel and a kiln, and I set up shop here at home. I actually didn't start out in this room either. I started out in a barn. I live out in the middle of nowhere essentially, and I'm lucky enough to have a barn. And that went well for about a month. I cleaned out a little corner, and this is what my studio looked like. But unfortunately, that didn't quite work out. Mostly just because being a barn, it is dirty, and there was a lot of old antiques in there, and there were bats, which was not fun. Especially as we're getting closer to winter, I was like, I don't really want to be walking outside in 2 feet of snow, and yeah. Then the electricity stopped working, and so I decided to haul all of my stuff inside, and I put it all in here. So I just have this tapestry in the doorway to keep my cats out as much as I can, because they love to get in here. So this is pretty much what we are working with. Like I said, it's just the size of a bedroom. My room is the one that I was just in, so that's great. It's literally 6 feet away from my bed. But yeah, this is pretty much all what it looks like. So I guess we can start right over here. So this desk has pretty much everything that is art related, but not pottery related. I didn't really have anywhere else to put it, so I just have some printmaking stuff, and this is my sewing machine, and cute little broken clock that my friend Cynthia gave me. Then over here, these are all poster boards and construction paper and stuff that I have that I use for photo backdrops for the Instagram. So that's this corner. This is my actual table that I use most often. As you can see, it definitely has been used. There's just some clay, my little scale that I got at a flea market. But yeah, so this table is not the biggest table or the best table to do pottery on. I pretty much do all of my wedging and hand building and painting over here. And then right here I have some more canvas. So pretty much anytime this gets really dirty, I just put more canvas on it because that seems more effective than cleaning it, and So then we have these shelves, which were built into the wall very conveniently. Down at the bottom is mostly just boxes. I like to call this the shipping department. Pretty much anytime I get a box in, I keep it in case I ever have to ship ceramics out of state. If you order something from me, it will likely be put in one of these boxes. Then this shelf is just general storage. This thing has various paints and wire and pretty much a bunch of random stuff. But yeah, everything here is kind of used for pottery, but not used very often, so it just hangs out here. And then these shelves are pretty much used just for storing pots that are drying or I'm working on, or that sort of stuff. These are some of the mugs that I threw in my last video. If you have not seen it already, then you should definitely check it out. Then up here, these are some of the glazes that I have. That guy there is a pot that I am working on, but nowhere near being finished with. I got some plastic. And then up there is mostly just mat boards and canvas that I use for painting. Then over here we got a little vacuum, a little yoga mat, because what's a pottery studio without that? Got my fan. Behind this tapestry is a bunch of random stuff that I cannot put anywhere else. So we don't go back there. There's little Rilakuma. I like him, so he hangs out in there sometimes. Got my tripod. I usually have that pointed at the wheel so I can film. That is a painting done by my wonderful godfather, Brian Harker. Then these shelves have just kind of like some random stuff going on over here. It's a painting that someone I went to high school with did. Got my heat gun, got my bucket, all sorts of fun stuff. And then over here, I guess, is the main attraction. This is my pottery wheel. It is called a Clay Boss by Speedball, in case you are wondering. I did buy it secondhand, so I am not sure where you could get it or how much it is. This little stool is pretty filthy, but mostly I just use it to hold my tools that I use a lot, or just to put pots on because I don't have a whole lot of room. That bundle of plastic is more pots. Got my little chair. I got it in the barn when I was working out there. Got my towels. I have my little artist caddy, which is from Michael's. I got it for Christmas. So here are all my underglazes. They're all by Amico. I like them quite a bit. And then just random stuff on the other shelves. And then this shelf is kind of bare at the moment. I got it from Target. I like it a lot because it's pretty sturdy and it has a lot of room on it. Currently I'm just storing the various clays that I have on here. My red clay, I don't use that a whole lot. This is the Versa clay by Amico, which I am not a fan of, so these have been sitting here for a while. And I got some white stoneware chilling out over here. Random stuff, bucket. This corner is my reclaim corner. So if you have ever wondered what people do with clay that they throw with and like the pot doesn't work out, or just all the little scraps and all of that, most people who are interested in saving money and sustainability and all of that will reclaim their clay. So this is just like a little bowl that I have filled with some clay, and then you pour water over it and it kind of gets this like sludge consistency to it. And then you have to dry it out, and then it turns back into clay consistency and you can reuse it, which is great because unfortunately every pot I try to make does not always work out. So it's nice to be able to do something with those instead of just throwing them away, and it definitely saves you money because no one wants to be buying supplies all the time. I have all the different clays I use in these different buckets, and it is kind of difficult, it's kind of disorganized, it's kind of not my favorite part of the process, but you know. This here is a painting that I did. It is for sale if you like it. Let me know. I would love to find a home for it because, yeah, I don't really, I really don't even notice that it's over here a lot of the time. This guy here, this is my clay mask. I got this when I was working in the school studio. You wear it when you make clay, just so you're not like breathing in all of the chemicals because they are not good for you at all. Let's see, down there I have my pile of dirty towels. That is just a garbage bag full of garbage. I need to wash all of these, but you can't just throw them in the washing machine because the clay, it'll clog everything up. That's not good. So usually I'll bring them outside and hose them off, but it's been really cold lately, so not really sure what I'm gonna do about that. It is now several hours later, and I remembered that I wanted to show you my kiln underneath the barn that I had mentioned earlier. So we are just walking down there right now, and I am gonna show you what that looks like. The sky looks kind of nice. I'm glad that I didn't wait until later, because then there wouldn't have been a nice little sky to show you. So this is my kiln. It is a little older than some, but it gets the job done. It is a manual kiln. It is a Paragon. But yeah, I mean, it definitely works. I gotta come out every few hours and adjust those knobs there, but it's not too bad. I guess if there's an automatic one, then I could, you know, do it when I was not home, but for safety purposes, I guess it's fine to check on it every once in a while. Here are just some pins that I've been working on. There was some other stuff in here, but I unloaded part of it because I am lazy and I don't want to glaze them, so I haven't taken them out yet, but I really should do that soon. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing the studio space that I work in and hearing a little bit about how I got it together. I am definitely very grateful to be able to work out of my home. It's quite a change to go from the school studio to working out of my house, but it has been very rewarding and I can't wait to see where it goes from here. Make sure you leave a like if you liked this video, leave me a comment if you have anything to say. I would love to know what else you would like to hear me talk about or other things you would like to see from me. And make sure to subscribe if you're interested in seeing more videos from me. I think that's all I have to say for now, so until next time, thank you again for watching and I will see you very soon. Bye!